Hey everybody, and welcome to Honest Pod Season 2!
Yeah, we got seasons.
Yeah, I actually said the whole different Honest 2 Pod. Oh, feel that one.
What'd you say?
I said Honest Pod.
Honest Pod.
Yeah. What the fuck's that?
Did you say that?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Honest to Pod.
No.
Oh, wasn't it?
Anyway, welcome to Honest to Pod Season 2!
Yay! We're in another season.
Yeah, just like Game of Thrones. Stacking them up.
Or Rihanna albums, because she does one after the other, like, consecutively.
Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, it's been, I think we said, quite unexpectedly, we sort of finished the last episode. We really enjoyed recording the last episode. And then I think it was just the week after, I was so exhausted, and I just messaged you saying, oh, can we just take give me 30 minutes? I'm too tired. I just need to get in from work. And we're like, should we just skip this week? Because I think you had a busy week. And it just sort of led to a mutual agreement to say, hey, let's just take a month off and just have a rest. Because it was just so nice having, I don't know about you, but I felt it was so nice having like a Monday night free and a Tuesday night free. It was just...
Yeah, no, it was really nice. It was a good thing. We've been doing it for quite a while now. I know, like, at the start when we did it, it was relatively inconsistent. But for most of this year, we've been quite consistent with having it every Monday.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, definitely. You know, 30 episodes, wasn't it?
We've got 30 episodes.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's quite a lot of episodes.
30 hilarious episodes.
I'd say there's 5 maybe that aren't too hilarious.
Yeah.
Maybe. But that's really good.
I'd say at least 10%.
Okay, 10% is not too bad. That's only 3.
Yeah, 90% success rate.
So actually, what have you been up to?
Oh, bitch. Bitch.
Nothing again.
Well,
I was gonna say that's what that means.
No. I've just, you know me. I've been busy at work. What have you been up to? Well, I had a whole trip to London where I got to hang out with you and get really drunk.
Oh my god, that was the start of the end. I've been tired ever since that day. Like legit. I mean this seriously.
Well, I don't blame you. I was wrecked as well.
Oh my god, it was really good though. It was really good.
It was really unexpectedly. It was sort of like we didn't really have a plan, and then not having a plan was the success of the day. I think
we did our favorite things, play Monopoly Deal, which is amazing.
You don't know the rules, but sure, we'll not speak of that.
You actually don't know the rules. You don't really. You're so bad at it as well. I couldn't believe how bad you were at the game.
I'm bad. Yeah, I was shocking.
Oh my god! I can't believe your mum always wins.
She's blind. I don't believe it. We just got drunk, which was great. Some of us got a little bit more drunk than the rest of us.
That's you, Luke Morris.
No.
He doesn't listen. Anyway.
No,
yeah, I got drunk. Fair enough. I'll own it. I'll own up to it.
Yeah.
And what?
It was funny. Nothing. I'm not going to drunk shame anyone. Not in today's age. Can't say anything these days if I getting kicked off social media, losing your job.
Oh my god! So you think that's a bad decision then? Clearly, from what you've just said.
No, I'm joking. I'm just being a dick.
Okay, what else?
We had. What else did I do? I did. Do you know what? I've actually done quite a lot of nothing. I rested quite a lot. I've trained quite a lot. I know we're not going to, but I also had at the weekend my very first CrossFit competition.
Yeah, I saw on Instagram. How was it?
Oh, bitch!
What?
It was horrible.
Why?
It was just so tough. Like, it was brutal. The exercises were brutal. One of them, I've had a shoulder injury, so I was in the middle of like physiotherapy rehab, and it turned out my shoulder was fine. Like, I've done enough to fix it, but it was the first time using my shoulder, and I was just so scared. But no, it was good. I really enjoyed it. My partner Warren, he's in hot Warren.
For sure.
Do you think he's hot?
Everyone that's your friendship group is banging.
It's just how there's something in the water over here, I think.
Shit, I keep forgetting I need to visit.
Do you know what? Mickey Walsh was asking me today. He said, when is that bitch going to visit?
He did not.
Exact word. He did. He said, when is he going to visit? And I said, bitch.
Is that what he said?
I said, bitch.
Oh, okay.
No, I said we spoke about it when we were over, but we didn't actually. I think it was just sort of like a no. No, actually, what I said was, I said, I bet you'll blame me for not setting a date.
No. This one's me. I didn't get an
Oh,
invite
thank
first,
God.
but you invited me twice, and I haven't booked anything. This one's all me. I
Hmm.
admit. I just haven't got my shit together. I've been quite
It's
busy.
been it's been busy, but yeah. So Warren did it. Warren did a really good job. The Warren, I'm not going to lie. Warren carried me in that comp.
You
He's
jumped on his back.
well, on the night out. I did. I think he carried me across the road in the night out 'cause we went out for drinks on Saturday night. But he's a wee athlete. He likes to think he's taller than me, but I just hunch a lot. But yeah, no, it was good. Good comp. Good experience for me. My first time sort of doing something like that,
Did you
and
come
it
second or
was really
third?
good. We didn't podium.
Oh, okay.
No, but can I just say one
No,
thing
it's
here?
fine. It's
Because
fine. Everyone believes in you
yeah,
anyway.
what did you
No, it was
say?
good. It was great. You did well.
Oh,
Well done. Well done, you.
you're such a bitch. I'm reading between the lines here.
There are
I
no
know what you're
losers,
really saying.
only winners.
Well done for taking part. It's
Excellent.
good. Good
Participation award.
trying. um,
Well, there were three winners, or one winner, in fact. But anyway,
yeah. Do you know what? We came.
you don't need to say. You don't need to
We
say.
came.
You don't need to say. No one cares. Okay. Never ask a lady her place in a CrossFit competition. Is that the saying?
That's the old wives' tale.
Okay.
Um, but I just want to point out what was. Uh, I'm not going to find excuses, but I'll find one or two.
Okay.
One thing that really, really annoyed me. Not annoyed me. No, it did annoy me. I'm not going to. I'm not going to skirt around it. It annoyed me. Basically, you have so CrossFit's sort of like a. There's different levels to it. I think I've explained before. Like you've scaled, intermediate, RX. And one of the big differentiating factors is the gymnastics level. So I'm sort of now on the cusp between scaled and intermediate. So my gymnastics is coming on. So things like toes bar, certain movements that you wouldn't if you went to a normal like everyday gym, it wouldn't be there. But I'm not saying they're not there, but standardly it's not what people would go and do the gym to
Anyway,
do.
the story.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, so there's people here. It's important. It's an important factor. So, like for example, one of the people who podiumed third in my division owns a gym. Like he's so athletically advanced. Like the guy looked like a Viking. But because he was new to CrossFit, he can't do the gymnastics part. But his fitness and his strength and everything is through the roof. So you can't really compete. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm
Well,
saying?
there's like a wide range of things he can do really, really well, except for the gymnastics part. So he might if you were doing a decathlon or something, he might be really bad at doing a certain thing. But actually, overall, if you tally up the points, he'll be excellent in others because he's just so physically, I don't know, what's the word?
Yeah.
Advanced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Something like that. But so it's just hard. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Good experience.
Did they win? Did he win?
Yeah. He came third.
Oh, well then it's not that much of an advantage then, is it?
Well, it's enough to. The point I'm making is we never stood a chance with the sort of level who were above us anyway.
We knew that you weren't going in.
To be honest,
let's just put it out there. You need to start first, competing and seeing the level.
I could have won. I definitely won. Warren could have won by himself. I probably held Warren back. To be fair, he probably wouldn't.
Did he bitch about you to the other people?
Anything. He probably did. He's so sassy, that one.
Did you say,
the guy doesn't speak.
Should we be partners again? And he was like, I'm busy. I'm already had a partner.
I'm really busy that day.
I've given up CrossFit.
Yeah, he's moved house. Like he's literally moved country now. Yeah, and then we all went out for a night out, which is great. It's my first time drinking in a long, long time, actually. First time drinking since that night with you. Was
there a particular reason, just in preparation, or it just happened that way?
I don't really drink that much.
Yeah, not really. You never have. Not when you're at home, anyway.
No. So it was my first night, and then now we're all training for a marathon now.
An actual marathon?
I'm not. Yeah, well, we're doing a relay. There's a team of us doing the relay.
Oh, you did say yeah. You only do like 5 miles
in a couple of weeks. I'm doing 5 point. Oh shit! I'm doing 5.3 miles or 5.2 miles, I think.
Still long.
So, That's it. What have you been up to?
Do you know what? Honestly,
Were you in
yes.
France?
So I just came back from Paris today because Adam and my old housemate Sam, they ran a marathon, the Paris Marathon, yesterday on Sunday.
the whole thing.
Yeah, an entire marathon.
Well done,
Yeah,
Adam.
they did it.
And the other one I don't know, but well done, Adam.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's his first one. It's her third one.
Oh.
And they did incredibly well. And they're so sore today and yesterday afterwards. They were just like hobbling up and down. And because we're in Paris, right, and we're getting the metro, and they don't believe in like looking after disabled people clearly, or people that need some support, because they love stairs. Absolutely love stairs in their metros. And so we're just trying to travel around today and stuff. And they just, everything was like an obstacle course. But yeah, went to Paris on Saturday, came back today, and it was really, really good. We didn't see too much of Paris, to be honest. I didn't see too much of Paris because it was a bit messy. Like, we got really drunk on Saturday. The three of us did, because the other two and Jordan weren't drinking because of the marathon. And then got up really drunk on Sunday morning, and then was just hyped. And we made signs for them, which were really cute. And we were watching the marathon, and we tried to catch up to them, but we missed them the first time. Then I took us to a completely wrong place that had nothing to do with the marathon on the metro. It was really bad. And then we saw them eventually, and we're just high-fiving everyone. Like, I love being motivating for all the people coming by.
Yeah. And do you know what? It does help as well.
Yeah, apparently it does.
And there's other times, it's just like, just shut the fuck up. And
some of them are like that. Some of them are literally like that, for sure. Yeah. But I think a lot of them really appreciate it. Like, they'd come running across just to give us high fives. And and I just had so much stamina for it as well. Like, even though I was fucking hanging out my ass, like, it's so good. It's such a good day. I think the London one apparently is in like 2 weeks' time. So I might go and watch that and do the same thing and just try and bring people up. It was really good.
Yeah, no, it is good.
Yeah.
And what's nice as well, when I ran the London one, people came out, I don't know if they did it in Paris, but people came out of their houses with like bowls of sweets and sliced oranges and little juices and stuff. You can just stop at their house on the way by and they'd have them all set out.
I don't know if they had any in their houses. This is quite central. Adam and Sam did say that they had a lot of stalls set up anyway for all of those sorts of things, like fruit and sweets and stuff, and it was all pretty available. Even pretzels for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of those stands. So yeah, that was really, really good. It was so much fun, and it was good weather actually. And there's so many hot guys. Oh my god, like running by, and I'd be like looking in the eye to being like, "Well done," trying to get high fives, and I got quite a few high fives from the hot guys, which is really, really good. It was really nice, really, really nice. Yeah. I also went
That's good. Oh, well done.
What?
Oh, well done to the runners. I guess. Awesome.
But just the whole atmosphere. Like, I mean, I was a little bit drunk, but I was getting quite emotional towards the end of the thing, even when they'd finished. And then when I went to see Adam and Sam at the end where they'd finished, I started crying.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I know. But I was just like, humans are amazing. Like, it's just amazing. And you see all of these people going by. Stop it.
Jesus Christ.
It is, though. Like, honestly, there are like...
Oh my God, humans are amazing.
You are such a dick. I was just living life and I was just loving it. And I was like, I can't believe they've worked so hard and ran this. And people, because we went at like the 27th kilometer, and then we were there at the end, like a kilometer and a half before the end. And people are so broken and they're so hurt, or they're not, and they're like different ages and different sizes. And the fact they've run all of this way and still continue to go was just amazing. I just thought it was unbelievable. And all the support that people give, it just brings out the best in people is what really got me for the most part, you know, like this resilience, the fact that, you know, people are appreciated like our efforts to like really G them on, and loads of people doing that. And, you know, these are strangers that just need some support, and, you know, it just shows like absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know. I just got really emotional. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Are you crying right now?
No, I'm not, unfortunately. No, I've cried all my tears.
Oh, that's so good. What else have you been up to in the last 4
weeks? So, you know, after the Thursday, right, it's so strange. That Thursday was quite monumental after, like, everything from that point. So before that Thursday that you and I had met, right, I've been struggling with, and we, you know, like, I've sort of been struggling with how happy I am and kind of dealing with, like, my emotions and my feelings and stuff. And I speak to, like, my therapist every Monday and stuff. And, you know, I'm like, things are going well, like, exercise is going well, and I'm maintaining routine and stuff. One thing that I'm missing is, like, joy. I'm actually like, it doesn't seem to be a huge amount of joy in my life that I'm able to take advantage of, right? So I'm not, for whatever reason, I wasn't able to. But since that Thursday, like, everything has changed. I don't know if it was you or whatever. Obviously not. But the day after, we went skiing
Well,
like 2 days after.
I'll take the
Huh?
credit. I'll take the
We went
credit.
on holiday. I went on holiday 2 days after that skiing in France. Right,
Yeah,
that was
sure.
one of the best weeks of my life. I mean, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. We'd get up, ski, eat, drink, come back, play games, get hammered, and then do the same thing. But like, made sometimes I've really struggled in a big group. So we were in this big chalet with like 45 gay men, right? And it was just,
Oof,
yeah, I
God.
know. You'd think that it would be like some craziness, but it wasn't. And it wasn't overbearing. And the skiing I really enjoyed, and I got to go with some of the faster groups and really get better at skiing. Because I've been a few times now, and I'm getting quite good. And then come back. I had a little holiday romance, which was really, really sweet. Yeah,
Ooh.
actually, you have no idea what I've been like since I come back. Okay, it is.
Have you been out? How
You know
old?
how you were for all of your 30s.
I'm still in my 30s, and it was for
No, but like that
2 or
year,
3
the
months.
year that you turned 30.
Yeah, the year
Yeah,
of the
right.
hoe.
Like it's on that level. I was like, and ridiculous. Since then, for whatever reason, this joy is just really like turned on like my libido or whatever. Like ridiculous.
Well, I'm so happy and I'm so proud that you're
I've
hoeing.
never done it before, and it's really enjoyable. I must admit.
I think it's like a lot can be said for a happy attitude, and I think happy attitude attracts
My
people.
confidence is so high, especially like like I've lost a little bit of weight. I feel like my skin looks really good. I look in the mirror, and I've never, I don't really suffer too much from like issues with my appearance. But when I do, I take it quite badly because like that's one of my go tos. Like I do like the way my face is and stuff. So when I'm not confident, I think it shows through, like you said. But because I'm feeling so happy
Yeah.
and so good, I don't know. I think guys just seem to be interested. So like, I'm like wicked.
And can I just say how happy and good you looked in that picture I posted on from London?
What? You don't post it.
You looked
But you sent it to
amazing.
me.
I didn't post it. You
You're such a
posted
dick, though. Like, honestly, there I am, just trying to get my breath or whatever. Like, honestly, game of rugby. That was an awful day of rugby. Though I will say that we had a horrible game the other week. Like, it was fucking awful. So I was like, whatever. I'm kind of over it. But yeah, skiing was amazing. Back on track with some manses and some man loving because I missed having some intimacy. To be honest, the guy on the ski trip was really nice. Like, it wasn't just it wasn't like just a like just a bang or whatever. Like it was like a little thing that we had for a couple of days,
Oh,
Yeah, it was
that's
really, really
cute.
sweet. Really sweet. It was a really nice person as well, honestly. Like one of the nicest people
Oh,
ever. So hopefully we'll see
awesome.
him. He lives in
Have you stayed in contact? Have you stayed in
Yeah, we
contact?
message every now and again, but he lives in Antwerp, Brussels.
Where's that? Is that Brussels?
Oh, well, not
Okay.
Brussels, near
I knew
Brussels,
that.
Belgium.
Near Belgium, yeah.
Yeah. So no. But yeah. But I got a couple of things going, little seeing how things are.
Ooh, player.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, well, it does get lonely, I think, and, rejoice, man.
It's like
Ding
gambling.
dong.
Like I need to just carry on with my luck because it's going to be over. I'm sure in like a day or two. Maybe it's already done. But this 2 week span was just ridiculous.
No, and also because you're exercising more, your testosterone will be going. You're on a roll now.
Yeah, I need to get back on my routine with like exercise and foods though, because like I've been weighing myself every Monday and I'd gone down and lost 5 kilos in like 6 weeks, and then it's kind of stopped now. Paris didn't really help, and then last week, yeah, I haven't been in a routine again, which is tough.
Yeah. Well, sometimes hard when you come back from holiday, especially like a sluggish one like that. With lots of alcohol.
I came back so exhausted. Actually, honestly, I napped 3 days that week for 3 hours.
Well, there you go.
But that's the thing. I didn't sleep too much there, and I just drank so much, and honestly had so much fun. It was unbelievable that week. So good. And then skiing all day.
Oh, that's good.
And now, I'm just really happy that I've got my joy back.
Well, that's awesome.
Cheers.
Anything else? I mean, you've lived a much more exciting life.
For
than
sure,
ever.
I have done. Yeah, a much more exciting life. No. No, nothing apart from that. Just holiday, being a hoe, Paris. Yeah, that was it really. And now we're getting ready for our rugby show. You know, the Heaven show. That's in the 10th of May, and we've only just started rehearsals now. One of them we haven't even started rehearsals yet, and it's like 3 weeks away. but we're doing that, and I'm not in drag.
I was going to try and come back for this.
Did you mind?
I was going to try, but it's either this or Dublin.
You coming to Dublin?
Well, I might come to Dublin. I'm not playing in Dublin. I'm not playing rugby in Dublin.
Okay.
But McCabe said he would be going, and if I wanted somewhere to stay, like I mean, we were chatting over drinks, but I might have. He said he can stay in his place.
Oh, okay.
With him.
Yeah,
so
we'll see. For the
I need
Mammoths.
to make sure he. Yeah, that's who asked. I was asked to play for the Mammoths, but
and Drew's there and stuff.
I can't. Is Drew? Oh, I think I've just made my mind up.
Yeah,
I've just made my mind up.
There's a lot of people going. Like older friends. John Henry. Obviously, John Henry's going, but I don't know if you see him anymore. But yeah, there's quite a few people going. It'll be a good group.
Yeah, no, it should be good. I should go down. I mean, it's only down the road, I guess. Well, it's quite far down the road. But well, the other thing I want to say is I had in London, which just like a weird twist of events. I can't remember if I told you or not. I'm sure I told you, but yes, I did. I told you. Yeah. So you stayed over on Thursday night.
I did, yeah.
And I woke up on Friday and I seen a picture of somebody who I've never met before, but I've known. One of the first people I ever told I was gay, if not the first person I ever told I was gay. And he was in London, and I messaged him. I said, "Are you in London, or is this an old pic you're posting, like a throwback thing?" He goes, "No, I'm in London for the weekend." I'm like, "Man, so am I. We should definitely meet up for drinks." So I met with him on the Friday night, and had such an amazing.
Is he gay?
He's gay, yeah. He lives in the States. This is like way back when before I'd even come out to anyone. I was on MySpace, and I don't even know how he came up in my like search or anything, but it was just weird. I think because we all start with that one friend. Did you ever have MySpace?
Yeah, definitely. Especially because it took ages to open a page.
Oh yeah, because it could do everything. But yeah. And so my first time meeting him, even though I've known him for about 13, 14 years. So it was just amazing. Like, it was a bit surreal. We had a really nice catch up. And
what? Shit, son.
What did you say?
Hook up? Of course not. Of course not.
We might have. Listen, behave. Ooh. Yeah.
And he's hot. And he's hot as well.
Of course he's hot.
No, you need to sort yourself out. Maybe I need to sort myself out.
I don't.
How do you do this?
Yeah, maybe. I think with me, whenever I meet somebody, I probably blind them with the glare off my forehead.
How is your skin these days?
It's terrible.
What are we going to do? You should go to a dermatologist.
I should actually. I should.
Imagine.
But anyway, you remember I sent you that really nice. Well, they didn't put it in the chat, but the nice review about our podcast, because they started listening, and I just I want to read out now. So basically, obviously we met, and we told him about the podcast, and he started listening actually. And we were chatting then on WhatsApp, and I said, "How are you finding it?" He goes, "Well, if I didn't enjoy it, I'd stop. It's fantastic. I love the banter you two have. Reminds me of me and my friend Charlie." Well, then he goes, "Your voice sounds great on there, and I like your little giggles and sighs, but there's something really wholesome about it. These are conversations we all have, so it's sort of nostalgic and comforting in a sense, like good old chicken soup or a home-cooked meal. Matt sounds really genuine. You're both great, and you'll be stars before you know it." Isn't that like the best review?
Oh, that's amazing. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ashley's friend. / side piece.
Yeah, I get so embarrassed. But yeah, it's like a lot of people have said how the
stop giggling.
How the podcast
changed their lives.
There's something really wholesome. Change their lives. Yes.
No, it's good.
But it's just what we do. We value bomb everything we do.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's what's been happening.
I mean, that's a big summary. I mean, I know all our listeners are gagging for an update.
Update on what?
Mickey.
He added me on
The
Instagram.
third host.
You
I
know?
know. Yeah, no, he told
Really?
me.
I'm still waiting on my meal plan. I'm just saying.
Well, Mickey's been selected to go represent Ireland in Australia
Really?
in some world CrossFit competition
That's
thing.
amazing. How many go?
It's really good. Sorry?
How many go?
Can we go? Oh, from Ireland, he's the only one representing so far.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Good. Well done, Mickey.
Good. So, yeah. So, he's just, it's all self-funded. So he's going to be fundraising soon, I think. There's little Mickey t-shirts and stuff that you can buy. I mean, there's prize money and stuff like that, but I guess it's different.
Did they win prize money?
But anyways.
Do you win prize money for all these competitions?
Yeah. The competitions he enters, he gets prize money.
Amazing. So that one, because he did really well, didn't he? And one came second?
Yeah. I'm sure he got prize money for that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is good. But yeah, so I mean, either way, getting selected for your country to represent your country,
I think it's amazing. So,
yeah, well done, Mickey. Get Matt his meal plan.
I need to come and visit. After this, I'm going to look at dates. Okay. And then, you don't believe me?
I think you're too busy hoeing now. You'll not come over here.
I can come there and hoe for a little bit.
There's nothing to hoe over here.
Oh my god! But you know when like a new guy in an area like that shows up, like I reckon I'll get like eaten alive in a good way. Hey,
you'll get eaten alive by like the local cannibals or something like that. That's about the only eating you're going to get. There's more chance of you getting eaten by a cannibal than eaten out by a gay.
I think I'll get quite lucky. Who knows? Like because it's my dream. It's my dream. This is a bad dream. I think I've said this before, but you know, like we spoke about. Do you speak about like dads with children? Well, obviously they're children.
Yeah,
like young dads and they got young kids and the wife and stuff. Oh no, I didn't say it to you. But, like, imagine ruining a family. Isn't that like a secret like thing where like this dad is like secretly getting with guys, and then it's like.
Jesus Christ.
Because one of my friends used to do that. Like he used to go away on conferences, and then at the conferences he would get with this guy who had a whole family, and the guy just wanted to absolutely get fucked, like, and wasn't gay as if you're going to put a label on it, but
no, he's gay
for sure. But if he didn't want to, that's fine. I don't believe in those sort of things or that you must do. But it was just a thing, and then even my friend and he was hot as well. The guy was hot. And he was just like, look, I can't do this anymore. It's really bad. You've got an entire family.
I think you told me about this. I think you mentioned it on here before, actually.
Not on here, do you think? I think so. It sounds like
I think so,
yeah. Do you not think that's really hot?
No.
Shut up.
Ruining somebody else's life. It's not what I deem as a turn on.
When I see like dads, it really I just think it puts them up at least 2 levels for sure.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, that's one of my secret dreams.
I guess there is something about dads that is quite
100%. And the fact that they just don't want to tell anyone that they just love the peen. Imagine.
Alrighty.
Text messages.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Isn't it? In that
before this goes down in the dark.
And then starts messaging me being like, stay away from my man. I'll be like, excuse me, you need to speak to your friend. This was not me, this was him. Okay, don't come at me. That happened, that happened to my friend actually. He's got a thing for like older ladies, and she messaged him, was like on Tinder. They matched on Tinder or something, and then she was like, "Do you want to go to a hotel?" Her husband found out, started messaging him, being like, "I'm going to come and fuck you up." He was like, "Bye." She asked him. The cheek though of that woman asked. I need to find the minute of this.
Wow. Careful.
Then, but the bitch asked him again to go back, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm not." But yeah, it's just crazy.
Who said this? Who said no? What was his name?
I can't. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying again. Fuck's sake. Anyway.
I know. Make a note of that time because you definitely need to edit that out.
Sure.
30, I think it was like 32 minutes, roughly around there.
You can't put sounds over it, can
Wow.
you?
I could put a
I
wee
think
beep
so.
over it. Just remind me to do it, because I'll
Okay,
forget.
I will do. All right, then. Anyway, we should get into our only story of the week, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say on it either, because I'm pretty cut and dry.
Really?
Oh, I have zero compassion for him.
But
I'm
I
all
try to
about-
be as like not that I have compassion. I'm just gonna put out for it, but I think there's elements to think about, which I'm quite interested in yours and others' thoughts actually.
Debating. Okay, all right. Well, today's story we're going to talk about is Israel Folau. I can never say his name. Folau.
Israel Folau as his
been,
Instagram post.
Yeah, and his sacking, more importantly.
Although he's got 2 days from this point that we're saying now, although we don't really know, he's got 48 hours to appeal. But I don't really understand what the outcomes are, because it said it might go to a disciplinary board or something else.
No, I don't think he has 48 hours to appeal. I think he's got 48 hours to accept. I think
if he doesn't accept, what's the difference between not accepting and that bit? I'm a bit like, well, if he doesn't accept,
unless there's some sort of offer made, like because they're basically buying him, they'll have to, like, I don't know. In my head, he's like, I'm sure I just literally read it. He has 48 hours to accept his sacking or face a code of conduct.
Well, that's what I mean. What's the difference?
Unless if he doesn't accept his sacking, he could be fined. I don't know. I hope he does. I hope he gets fined.
So,
I mean, I'm clearly on the fence with this one.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, let's talk about what do you want to talk about in this?
Well, we saw the post, and it says the post he said was that all these sinners, and then it lists. I hadn't an issue with the actual list of the fact that some of these are like, in his mind and others, relatable. The fact that it was like alcohol abusers, rapists, and then it says homosexuals. Although in one of the posts he says men that sleep with other men, as opposed to homosexuals in general, which I still think I think they're different, because there's obviously women as well, and anything else in between. I think the post itself, I think there's a few things to it, right? So when you say in your own workplace, even in your own workplace, say you do represent your company, right? At every level in a working environment, you represent your company. They would expect that of you, and it's also, and I think in a lot of places, contractually obliged. Like even if I wasn't at work for my company, but I behaved a certain way, and someone knew that I'd worked for that company, there's something in my contract that says that I can be disciplined based on my actions, right? Are you there?
Yeah.
But is he? You can't say that he's right, he's wrong, or right for his beliefs. That's one thing that I think is a bit unclear, right? Because if, say, he has these beliefs and he's being chastised for his beliefs, and I relate this to like politics in a way, because a lot of people go cray-cray about politics and can be really disrespectful to people's beliefs in, like, I don't know, certain parties and stuff like that. What would be, if he wanted to express his beliefs, but if what he did was inappropriate, what would be the appropriate way to express your beliefs?
Now, I will start off my opinion with a caveat, saying that I think people should be free to have whatever faith they need. I'm not saying that he's wrong to have his beliefs. I think he shouldn't vocalize them. And it comes down to society. Capacity. In my opinion, it comes down. We can vocalize them internally and to other ones in his wee church group or something, but I think you can't go publicly, especially, not saying it should matter, but it does matter. He's a professional sportsman who gets paid a lot of money to uphold a certain standards from his job. And we live in a society where, sadly, it's not as like it's a shock, but, you know, if people are out there whose careers are getting ruined by expressing unpopular opinions, which happens quite a lot, it's not a surprise that happens here. I don't think it's too much to say that if your personal opinion is hurting or potential to hurt somebody, then you shouldn't say it publicly.
Despite the fact that those are your personal beliefs.
Yeah, I mean, I personally believe a lot of stuff, but I don't go around spouting it.
Fair. I don't want to come across like I'm.
Or do you know? Or do you know what? Actually, I'm going to add something else on that. He's free to do that if he wants. I'm not saying he shouldn't, but of course, he understands the consequences of coming with that. Like if somebody personally believes, and I'm going to hit it home for you. If somebody personally, and there's people out there, nut jobs out there, who personally believes, black people are lesser human than white people. They're free to have that opinion, but if they say it out loud, there's going to be repercussions. Like I wouldn't go into a bar, and if I walked past a bar and said there's like a Man United game on, and I'm who's the opposition of who hates Man United? Man City, is it? I wouldn't go in if Man City and say Man United shit, because if I did, I'd get the crap kicked out of me. That's a repercussion of my actions, which you don't do. I'm free to do it. There's nothing saying I can't do it, but you have to deal with the consequences. Sorry, I sort of interrupted.
No, you haven't said it. I'm just thinking about it because it does. I think it's people's rights to be able to express, not just because it's not about don't. That's the only thing that I'll have an issue with. Say is where you say like just don't say how you feel, but then there must be and it makes sense that you can say what you want to say. You just need to be able to deal with whatever consequences that has, especially in a working environment. If you fundamentally disagree with the beliefs of your company, say, then maybe you shouldn't work for a company that you have opposing views with, right? Because then you're also being disingenuous to yourself in a way, because you're playing and representing for a country and a company that have differing views to you. Well, then actually, you need to put yourself in a position where you can also express your personal views. Like maybe he needs to work for the church, for example.
Yeah, okay, I get what you mean. I think that's what I meant as well. I wasn't saying I was saying that if you choose to have these opinions and want to express them, or what I was trying to say is, if you wanted to keep your job, don't say what you want to say.
And that's so tough for me to understand, because if I think about my work, right, for example, I always feel like at my work I'm always being told that I need to keep my mouth shut or say things in a way that is more in line with what they want me to say. But then that's, I guess, fundamentally that's my choice, isn't it? To either be with a company or work in a place where I feel like I can express myself to any extreme of opinion, by the way, not just because I don't agree with the fact that I think the words that he's saying and the platform that he has should be used more responsibly, personally. And I think it's irresponsible to share messages like that so openly, because it's really annoying nowadays. And your post the other week about the stoning, you think for a while, and I recently watched Pose and things like that, which is an unbelievable show, absolutely amazing.
Oh my god, Pose is so good.
But you think at some point we're out of the woods in a way, Oh, okay.
We're so not out of the woods. We're so not.
And I never really thought that. I still think there's a lot of challenges and roadblocks in the way. But the fact that this still continues to happen and so openly, it just means that there's just still so much to do. But one thing it does show, and it's almost like the marathon, are those individuals that really stand up for others, because there were quite a few rugby players that stood up and called out what they thought was inappropriate, who aren't necessarily part of the same community. And I think that is great.
No, I thought Joe Marler, I was all over Joe Marler.
I have a question.
Okay, yes, he's hot.
No, I'm not going to say that. That's not important. Is that bullying?
Is what bullying?
Constantly tagging and posting these videos of things that he knows someone will find offensive. Is that bullying?
Well, I mean, didn't Israel Folau just do that with his post?
I don't know if he did that with his post. I don't. necessarily believe that. If you read the words that say that Folau writes, he's not doing. He says, and I'm only saying it from the post because I read an article that he'd given a couple of years ago, saying that he does these things with love, right? And then Joe Marler, who's got a tendency to be antagonistic, um, uh, as well. I'd question whether but then he didn't do it for love towards, say, Israel Folau. He's saying sharing the message. I just don't know. I was interested by it because say if I was doing that, sending someone pictures because I always see spiders, right? I always see pictures of spiders in videos, and I'm so tempted. But I know you'll actually block me, and
I will block you. Yeah,
I know. But say if I just constantly bombarded you with pictures of spiders and videos of these spider eggs and these babies hatching and this other spider eating its babies.
Shut up.
Wouldn't that be bullying?
No.
Okay.
Oh God, I feel sick.
I thought there's an element of bullying. Yeah. That's all. And I was just a bit like, okay, fair enough. You don't feel the same way, and I was just a bit interested by that because I wanted to know what was different about that.
Why do you have such a boner for Israel Folau?
Pardon?
Why do you have such a boner? Why do you have such a boner for Israel Folau?
I think there needs to be a space for people to be able to express how they feel. I also agree with the fact that if his workplace do not agree with his beliefs and actually say that you breached their code of conduct, then you should lose your job. But I also just don't know what it looks like when you should be able to express yourself. Now, I don't know if he needs to okay what he said with those that he works for, which is probably the kind of thing you would do when you have like social media and stuff. But in terms of reactions, I think some people have been really respectful in the way that they've sort of expressed their what's the word, dislike for his post. And obviously we've got Billy Vunipola who's agreed with it, that was bad. Like he could have agreed with him. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And he wrote a post being like, okay, people should be able to express how they feel. They shouldn't necessarily be chastised for it. That bit, I was like, okay, fair enough. And then he goes, but clearly man was supposed to get with women. And then you didn't need to add that. You didn't need to write that to show your support, even if they were your beliefs. Because I think that's quite antagonistic personally.
Oh, it's a whole big mess.
Yeah. It's just crazy to think that even young people, I don't know if age comes into it, but that this happens. And we're so fortunate because, and they're like at the marathon crying and stuff like that, because I'm like, we're so lucky. And like, we're able to live and thrive in pretty much every capacity. And then there's individuals like that who just think that we need to, because there might be religious gay people, right? Young,
well, there are John Henry
in the church.
John Henry's a religious.
Who may not come out and then feel like they're not able to do so, and have to repress their feelings, right?
Yeah.
And rugby for us in particular, because we've joined the King Trust Steelers and gone to these tournaments, has been so. I feel like it's been so welcoming, not just within our community, the IGR and everything like that, but actually, seeing people on television and James Haskell's and stuff like that who show support and wear the laces and all these sorts of things. I feel like it's such an inclusive sport and so progressive, different to say like football, which I think is still got a lot of, I think there are a lot of opportunities for people to stand up for different communities. And then to still hear like these things, you just think it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. But do you think Israel Folau should have lost his job?
I do. Because I think the potential hurtful words, it's quite blatant. And I think that if his views are different, if his work views and his views are different, then they should part ways, to be honest.
Plus, he's been warned and he's done it before, and he doesn't show any remorse that he's actually, like you said, he doesn't even recognize that what he's saying is hurtful.
I think it's quite strange because, like, if you've got such a strong belief, it's not a choice. I know somebody says it's a choice, and it is a choice, but it's hard to change when you've grown up, say, a certain way and had certain events happen in your life. But I don't think it's completely a choice when you've held some beliefs so strongly, unless something, I don't know, it's just strange. Also, something you said in podcasts, many, many podcasts ago, can you not be homophobic and say that you don't approve of gay marriage. I agree with you. Like, you can't say in the same sentence, I don't hate gay people. I love gay people. I just don't want them to get married. I don't think that you can't say that, right?
No, of course you can't. You can't say, and I got like a lot of people disagree with me on that. I'm not saying I'm like the be all and end all or the voice of what's right and what's wrong on this, but in my opinion, you can't sit and say with one hand, of course I love gay people, and then on the hand sit and say I'm going to deny them the right that I have to get married. You can't. You can't. No.
If you change any other word for gay, for women, for Asians, for anything, I love Asian people. I just don't think they should be able to vote. What? That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I love women. I just wish they wouldn't marry men. Like, you wouldn't say that.
Make sense. I don't think you can
because...
I don't think you can be accepting and tolerant of others, gay people, and say you're not homophobic, and then say, but they can't have the same right that I have in every way.
Yeah, no, you can't. Easily. And again, I think the one we talked about that is it was over a Christian family who had, I think, off the back of their they basically won the right to deny somebody the message that they wanted on the cake. And they're like, we're not homophobic. Like, we have gay customers. We don't dislike with gay friends. We just our values are that we don't we think marriage between a man and a woman. You can't sit and say that.
What I think is really strange. So, do you know that Israel Folau was on the cover of a gay magazine?
Yes,
Star Observer.
Yes,
promoting the Bingham Cup, wearing the shirt.
How
does that happen?
I mean,
I'd love to know his thought process.
Was he? Exactly. I mean, what? Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah. So for those who don't know, the Bingham Cup is a biannual tournament that's all about inclusive rugby, predominantly LGBT friendly teams. Obviously, straight people come and play as well, which is awesome. But it is, it's pretty much a go gay sports people event. And Israel Folau is in Sydney, 4 years ago?
Yep.
4 or 5 years
10,
ago.
14.
And and Israel Folau, oh my God, it was 5 years ago. Oh my God. Anyway, and Israel Folau was promoting this gay event, LGBT friendly event. Yeah, I don't understand, unless he's literally pushed his religion into fifth gear in the last few years.
Well, he did change. He said he changed his views in 2009 or something. But even then, I don't know. It was just interesting. I'd love to know more about why that was okay for him. How would he justify that? So, or is it just we can pick and choose the rights we have? We're allowed to play rugby, but we're going to hell despite that. And the list, I think the list is, that gets me. You can't say that like rapists and homosexuals are the same. I also have a problem. Maybe I'm wrong, but like it says alcohol users or abusers or whatever. Because sometimes I think that's a disease. Like, it is a disease. It's not completely within. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's completely within your control. If I'm honest, I don't think.
Alcohol is an addiction,
and I think that. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have thought about that back then, maybe, but yeah, no, it's not. It's not the same. I'm not saying it's the same as being gay, but I mean, addiction can be, run in families, and it's behavioral and got to do with your mental health and stuff. And I just think, well, obviously the whole list is just stupid anyway, to be honest. But
yeah, again, to me, my argument is people choose to drink alcohol. Like, gay people are born gay. We don't choose to be gay, and I think it's dispelling that myth that people choose to lead in. Because I think Israel Folau thinks people choose to be gay. Like, the religious side and the religious argument don't choose that lifestyle. It's like it's educating them that this isn't a lifestyle. Why would you actively choose to live
No,
a
especially when
harder
it's so
life
hard when you're
than
growing up.
everyone
I would
else?
never choose to. I used to cry.
Oh, it's horrible.
I
Oh
used
my
to
God,
cry
yeah.
in bed knowing that there was.
I'm not
Pardon?
surprised you cried, to be honest. I'm not surprised you
Well,
cried.
you know what? I'm in touch with my emotions, okay? And I don't know if you ever did, but do you not remember, like, I don't know if you ever did. I used to be a teenager. Obviously, I'm not a teenager now. And I'd be in bed at night crying without telling anyone because I liked men. And I
Yeah.
used to sit there and question, like, why is this happening to me? Out of everyone that I know, why is it me?
God, yeah.
And that went on for ages.
Yeah.
You ever have anything like that?
It's literally you're telling my story at the same time.
And it didn't help. I remember, like, you know, so within my family and stuff, saying, you know, like members of my family might see gay people on TV and be like, oh, that's disgusting. And it would like set me back like a year of like wanting to come out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I definitely don't agree. I was just quite interested about when is it appropriate to say your feelings. But to be honest, depending on your level of celebrity and influence, it's really important, I think, to choose the words that you say. And, you know, it's part of your decision of being someone who's in the spotlight is to, you know, try and be responsible with the message that you send. Now, if you fundamentally believe things that you say, like you say, you need to deal with the consequences, which is actually your place of employment does not agree and actually has something in its contracts that says if you do something as high risk, and it's high risk for sure, because now it's made so much news that you should deal with those consequences. And no, I think it was a fair decision so far. I believe it is based on the information that we have. But I think what's really difficult is he seems to be avoiding confronting like his post from a media perspective. Like he keeps saying that he's avoiding it. He didn't even show up to like his meetings and stuff.
Yeah. But I liked it because it's also with the World Cup coming up. It was like because it happened last year, and he was given a warning. Like he said some stupid shit on Instagram last year. Similar, you know, gays will go to hell, and he got in trouble for it. Give him a nice little slap on the wrist, and back off playing, earning one of the highest salaries in the country, one of the best sportsmen of the world. And I just think I literally when it came up last week or whenever it came out, we were having a chat on my Facebook post, and I was like, what's going to happen? The World Cup's coming up. They're not going to do anything from the World Cup. And then the next day, somebody's like, yeah, he's been sacked. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the best news ever.
They have to. And that was quite interesting to see what happens with Billy Vunipola because the RFU are going to have a meeting with him about his comments.
Did you see what Joe Marler posted?
What did he post?
Joe Marler, because obviously it talks about being drunk and stuff. And
yeah.
Joe Marler posted a picture of Billy falling out of a nightclub in Dublin.
And
that's what, you know, not all religious people, but it's hypocritical. Like so hypocritical. Anyway. Guys, if you're religious, have fun with your religion. We're not saying don't be religious. We're just saying, well, I'm just saying words in your mouth, but I'm just saying, just, you know, if religion goes to the point where it's hurting other people, then, you know, you've got a bad God up there telling you to do that.
That's it. I think that's what we need to say, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to chat to you again, Ashley.
Well, it was great little chat. Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
And then I guess we'll do a similar number of episodes for this season. Have another little break. And yeah. But I think...
Yeah. What's the space, guys? Guys, thank you for sticking. And all these people who started listening, just like catching up over that, over our little sabbatical. It was been like people have plowing away. A lot of people were like, whenever we said, because I think it was so unexpected, but whenever we said, oh, we're going to take a month off, I got loads of messages from people. Did you get messages?
I got some messages, yeah, being like, what are you doing? Hi.
I know. People were worried that, you know, it was gone forever. And I think at the same time, I was really busy at work and I wasn't like, out at the gym as much. People were like, Ashley, is everything all right? You're not coming to the CrossFit? You're not doing your podcast? And I'm like, girl, I need to breathe, please.
No, you were a hot mess.
I need to breathe. was still a mess. Anyway, Matty, thank you very much for your time. It's been awesome jumping back into this. Looking forward to the season.
Yes, Queen.
Alrighty.
Bye everyone.